Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. Today we're going to have another intuitive painting session, and this is going to be a timeless energy reading for the sign of Taurus. So, let's begin. I saw a shape, and I'm still not sure if this is a landscape or if this is kind of a symbol, because I see like lines. Feels like a wall or something sandy. I can't really figure it out yet. Let's just see where this might take us. I see the colors are warm. It feels like a gathering of people, like in a sandy landscape. I see a gathering. But I also see like there's dust. There's dust and there's a sort of like a statue. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a bird. Like a huge bird in the sandy landscape. Wow. It's looking really like outer worldly. I'm sorry. It looks like something on another planet, almost like another star system, or it's very specific, it's kind of a different civilization. I almost feel, yeah, totally different. Let me just address this group because I see like in the distance there's a group of people and there's a lot of them. It's almost like a circle of people, and I can only see like silhouettes in the distance. There are also children or smaller beings. It's not a parade, it's sort of a circle. Maybe it's something that is happening here, but these people are invoking a certain energy, maybe. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's almost like they're beaming something up. Maybe a message or a sort of, actually it feels like a construction, like it's like a spaceship or something. This is really otherworldly and creative. I have no idea. It's like science fiction, really. It's like these people are beaming up something, and they're doing it without any specific technology. It's just the gathering. And then there's a bird. I never know where these sessions might lead me. This is really very experimental and creative and surprising. So there's the figure in the distance, like a bird. I'll just continue to elaborate and see where this is heading. I almost feel like there's some of you that are world building, like creatively. You are creating something very special, and you are manifesting a new civilization with your creative power. And it's not a human one. This is, I believe this is really someone who is either reading or creating a sci-fi novel or a world. And so I don't know why this message is for you. This is incredibly specific, and I don't know why it's coming as a collective Taurus reading. I have no idea. This is really just very, very experimental. But I think there's a message here. There's some sort of a clue here that really has to come across. I sense some sort of urgency in this, and I almost feel like, okay, maybe this is going to be something that will impact the collective, some sort of creation that is going to be really famous very soon, and this is coming as a warning. I also feel like there's a need for some sort of direction. I feel like there's a lot of I feel like this is also emanating something. These shapes, bird-like, but they're not birds, they're statues, they're something, or spaceships, or it's weird. How amazing, and what a surreal landscape, beautiful colors, very creative, very I'm sorry, I'm in silence because I'm processing all the information that's coming. It's a lot. That's why I feel like world building, because I could maybe do several drawings to try. I feel the need to make more drawings. I'm not going to, because this is a rule for me, because I'll just this format will just derail, and I won't be able to manage the focus and energy, I think. So what I want to say is that this specific landscape encapsulates the need. There's a need to communicate something in this part of this creation, and I think it has to do with some sort of power that maybe will be awakened in people if people see this. many people, not only Taurus. I think Taurus energy here is related to how it's depicted. So, how it stimulates the senses, specifically the choice of colors, the choice of images, the choice of shapes, and also the story, like the backstory that this person chooses to better define this, because it feels like a whole new world, like a whole new creative endeavor that's going to change people a lot. And this is like an advice for people to kind of interpret it in a way that is constructive and maybe even not be fearful of whatever comes from this, because I feel like there's something, it's like a warning. It feels like a warning. I'm sorry, I can't really decode this yet. Huh. Oh, maybe because it's some this creative endeavor comes with some sort of responsibility that maybe people who started it didn't realize in the beginning that it was going to be that way, and maybe now they are realizing it somehow. Maybe they have been contacted by some entity that kind of showed them something and they weren't expecting that. Yeah, so I feel I feel like I'm an artist and I am just realizing how much my work is impacting other people and how it kind of has its own magic and its own power, and that as soon as it goes out into the world, there's a sort of ritualistic meaning to it. And maybe I feel like as an artist, I feel a little bit powerless and a little bit like I'm being used by some sort of entity that's communicating through me. It's actually a little bit like exactly what I'm doing right now, right? I'm allowing for the channeling to happen, but I'm also still here and I'm also a responsible person who wants to bring goodness into the world and is not trying to like terrorize people or to make people afraid of whatever, you know. So what I see here also is a collective realization of the creative power of human beings. I feel a lot of collective energy, so I don't really see a very specific story here, or if it's specific, yeah, I see someone who is very creative and writing a story, world building, painting, drawing, sculpting, world building. It might be a graphic novel, it might be several volumes of a novel. It might be a movie, it might be animation, it might be, there's something very visual here. and very futuristic, expressive, artistic, and is very also something very life-changing. So the process itself is really helping this person heal and see, visualize some personal drama also. These birds, I mean, giant birds and people meeting and using some sort of construction, creating something collectively to harbor a lot of energy, focused energy. Maybe it's even like collective, like this is a collective that is world building and is creating something very innovative. And I have no idea why the birds are here. I just have no idea. And they are giant, and they're kind of like spaceships or statues, and they're in the distance and sitting, like waiting for this specific ritual or coming together to end this reunion. I feel like they're human, but they're not like us. It's a strange feeling. This is a very surreal vision, and I think that when this happens, it also it's meant to trigger something more subconscious, and not so you have to allow this story to kind of sink in. Once you go to sleep or you doze off or you daydream, maybe there's something about it that kind of rings a bell and awakens something in you. I think that's how it's going to work if you are still here with me, because this is very surreal. So I'm very sorry if it's not resonating and it's a little bit crazy. But I do feel like it's meant to awaken something, but it's on a very it's more in the dream state and meditative level, and you're not supposed to really understand the specifics of it. There's just this concept, very surreal, and it's meant to be surreal like that. Wow. So yeah, once again, mind blown by this process. It's so intense, and I never know where it's going to lead me. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help me so much as I'm just starting out. And I would love to hear your feedback. This is such a surreal story. So if you do have some clue about this, I would really love to know, because I think this has a lot of potential, and I couldn't really, I think I wasn't meant to know more. I had to keep it very mysterious and a bit surrealistic. So yeah, thank you so much for this, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.